Hi, I'm Paula. I am a trained counsellor, therapist and life coach, and today I am going to be talking about how you can develop your very own coping toolbox. When I say mental health, you may be thinking, oh, but I don't have mental health issues. I don't need this. But we all have mental health. It's a sliding scale. A lot of people associate mental health with conditions like anxiety or depression, but those are mental illness, and that's completely separate. We all have mental health. We all have good mental health days. We all have bad mental health days, whether we have a mental illness or not. And mental health is extremely important to look after. It affects our physical health, our social health, our performance. It affects everything. And our well-being is paramount, and it is essential, and time goes quickly. We are busy and we often neglect ourselves, but we need to focus on ourselves. And this series that I am working on, that will be on this channel, will help you with this process. It will be a place where you can find the resources in order to work on your mental health, in order to develop good mental health, to know when your mental health is declining. You never know. This coping toolbox could make a difference. You just need to try it. So what do I mean by a coping toolbox? Now, a coping toolbox, whether it be physical or metaphorical, is a place where you can put things to remind yourself of what is available, what works for you, and just things that are really important in your self-care. It is somewhere where you or a loved one can go and can just remind you that you're going through a tough time, but there are things that help you feel just a little bit better, bring a smile to your face. It may not be that it makes you feel completely better, but even just a little bit is worth it. And coping mechanisms and methods are completely different to the individual. You may need to be productive, or you may need to relax. Self-care is extremely individual. Coping mechanisms as well are not just things that we do. It may be that you need CBT techniques. It may be that you find a technique on the internet and it really works for you. Print it out, put it in. Anything can go in this box, and it's an extremely personal journey to you, and it's important that you take time to create this box. Give it some thought. You may put something in the box and actually you never use it, or you don't find it beneficial in the end, then take it out. It's a constant journey, it's a constant process, and just like our mental health and our process of self-discovery, it is a lifelong process. But it is a resource. It is a resource that is beneficial to some and not to others, but it is worth a try, and it can have a really positive impact on your mental health. If your mental health is declining, it is a great resource. It is a great resource, but you don't have to just use it when your mental health is declining. You can use it when your mental health is great, as it can be a preventative measure. When I say mental health, you may be thinking, oh, but I don't have mental health issues. I don't need this. But we all have mental health. It's a sliding scale. A lot of people associate mental health with conditions like anxiety or depression, but those are mental illness, and that's completely separate. We all have mental health. We all have good mental health days. We all have bad mental health days, whether we have a mental illness or not. And mental health is have a really positive impact on your mental health. If your mental health is declining, it is a great resource. It is a great resource, but you don't have to just use it when your mental health is declining. You can use it when your mental health is great, as it can be a preventative measure. I just wanted to show you what happens when you type coping toolbox ideas into Google, I just want to show you that there are loads of ideas out there. So you just got here, we've got lots of images, we've got lots of links to ideas on the internet of things that you can put in your coping toolbox. So if you get stuck, just head over there. I am going to go over a few ideas, and later on I am going to show you what I put in my coping toolbox, just to give you an idea and a sense of what a coping toolbox actually looks like. Here I have a self-soothe box. This is my self-soothe box. But I also have ideas on what you can put in yours. I'm just going to be going through it. Now this box has owls on it because they're my favourite animal and I find it relaxing, and this box is personal to me, so it reflects me as a person. You can use a cardboard box just like a shoe box, that is absolutely fine. Now in here I have some things that help me relax, some ideas just to get you started. Now I find reading relaxing, so I have my Kindle. I have my book. It doesn't have to be the book that you're reading right then and there. It may be a separate book for when you need self-care, but it's just there as a reminder that reading relaxes you, if that is the case. I find colouring very relaxing, so I have a colouring book and a pencil case. I've got my DS, as I find gaming relaxes me, helps me take all my mind. DS, phone, PC, whatever, games help me relax. I also have, here I have some things of sentimental value. Now these help me relax because they hold memories that help me relax. You can also put like pictures and photos in that remind you of a happy memory, relaxing time, or something that just helps you feel that little bit better. I also love Sudoku. I have apps on my phone for these as well. Same with the colouring, but also sometimes like physical things. I've got some Sudoku here for me as well. Okay, now I have some cards in here. Now these have like just a reminder just written on it. Like this one's like go for a walk. This one is disconnect from social media. This is enjoy a hot chocolate, and there's many more in here. And these just are reminders of things that maybe don't fit in the box, so you can't really put a physical thing in the box. And it's just a reminder that you can do those things also if you're stuck for ideas. Okay, I also have music. Now, most of us, like myself, will use something like Spotify or another thing on the phone. We also have stuff like CD and stuff just to remind myself. iPod that I can listen to music, as I find music extremely relaxing. I also have some quotes, some like motivational quotes that I have in here. You might want to put in it, might be stuff that about yourself as well, to help you feel a bit better about yourself as well. If you struggle with self-esteem, some things that you're good at, or some things that people said that you're good at, or anything that you enjoy, just help you feel a little bit better. I also have this, which is just a mental health technique. You can put those in, you can find them on the internet, print them out and put them in as well. This box can also involve stuff like nail polish. I've got here, just a reminder that I can pamper myself and just like relax that way as well. Now it can also involve stuff like sweets, stuff that smells good that helps you relax. Some people put like candles. Obviously I don't like the candles in the box, but sometimes they put candles in, sometimes they put like sweets. Like I like rhubarb and custard, that helps me relax, and you can put those in too. Now it will look completely different to each and every person. If you have an idea or something that I haven't said, please put it in the comments, and others that are looking to create the self-soothe box or coping toolbox can have a look and get ideas from you too. Okay. Now if being productive is what you need for your self-care, then you may find a journal or a calendar or something that helps you be productive. There are some great apps out there that can help with this. I will put some links in the description. just to give you some like ideas of like apps alongside mental health apps that I have personally tried. A lot of them I've personally tried, or I know that they are very beneficial. A lot of them are, well, all of them are free, whether they are completely free or they have a free option on there so you don't have to pay as well. Those will be in the description. I also have 3 whiteboards. I find whiteboards great if being organised and planning and setting goals and being productive is what you need to do in order to help with your mental health. But it's very personal to you. It's about a process. Don't worry if you find that things that you put in don't work at first or at all. You can take things out, you can add things in, just like your mental health journey, your self-development, your personal growth is a lifelong process, and so will be finding what works for you. And what works for you may change over time, and you may find different things. You may find that you don't even need a coping toolbox, but you never know, and you don't know until you try it. So thank you for watching. I will put all those links in the description. I will also put a link into my website. On the website you will find events for coffee mornings, live Q&As, and the events that I run as well. There will also be a link to my blog and to my podcast as well. Yeah, so thank you for watching and take care. My social media accounts are on Instagram. It is at Drops of Joy Counselling. On Facebook you can search Counselling for Everyone and it should come up as Drops of Joy. On YouTube, which you may be watching this video on Facebook, but on YouTube it is Drops of Joy. And on Twitter it is Drops of Joy 1. And my website is in the description below. I also have a blog which you can find on the website, but I will give you a direct link to the blog in the description as well. I also have a podcast on Spotify, which again is Drops of Joy, but I will put a link in the description. Thank you for watching.